He's her. He's definitely her. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Blue Lock episode 4, Premonition and Intuition. Last episode, they had a match against Team X, I believe, and they were lost 5-1, I believe. Barrow was the deciding factor in Team X, so they built their soccer around him, and they won against Team Z, and now they were sort of like trying to figure out what soccer from zero was, and they sort of figured it out, and now basically Ego is telling them to basically sort of like figure out what skills, or they needed to learn personal individual skills or something or other like that. I don't know, but either way, they lost. So yeah. Before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelimini. And now let's start this episode. Then here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Yeah, their weapons. Huh? Oh yeah, I remember you. He doesn't know. He can't sit as a striker. I said this should be a midfielder, but it's not like I don't know nothing. Why? What the heck?
こんなわがまま女王様ほっとこうぜ。何か方法ないかな。それぞれが輝ける作戦とか。そうか。
そうか？
作戦なら勝てるかも。
What's the strategy?
その名も次俺11作戦。
Oh, so they like each person will have or whatever, whether it's slim or not. But is it like each one of them? The game's supposed to be like 45 minutes, right? There's 11 of them. I would say, but that's too much. Like maybe they're gonna have, they'll be switching. Like who's gonna be like sort of like the striker? Like each person will have a chance to be the striker for like 8 minutes or something. I don't know. We'll see. And I also feel like the fact that they asked Isagi what his weapon was, and he couldn't find anything, and then one of them was like, "Isn't it passing?" That's also, I feel like, a point in my favor in me saying that he should be a midfielder. But then again, like I said, it's not like I know what midfielders do. I'm just basing on what the other dude, the pink hair guy, said. He's a midfielder and no one can handle his passes. And it's like his main thing is passing. So it's like, oh, we'll see.
いきなりチームになれたわけじゃないけれど、ただそのことだけがバラバラだった俺たちを一つにしていくのを俺は感じていた。
I don't know what you're doing, but it better work.
なっと飽きた。お疲れ、イサギ。お、国神。
I like this dude.
何？言ってなかったなと思って。
So I passed into him.
何の？パス、おざっす。お、ちょっと待って。ん？国神ってさ、なんでサッカーやってんの？え？なんだその質問。力とか体の強さとか、俺にはない武器いっぱい持ってるからさ。お前みたいなすごいやつってどんなこと考えてんのかなとか。そんなの簡単だ。俺はサッカーでスーパーヒーローになる。え？
Okay.
フィクションじゃないあの戦士たちは勇気と興奮を俺にくれる実在するスーパーヒーローだった。そんなことどうだっていい。 恥ずかしいことなんて何もない。俺は俺の夢のために正々堂々世界と戦う。
Aww. I see, I like him.
いいな。
Yeah, he's
かっ
cool.
こいいよお前。イサギ、一緒に食うか。
Oh.
ステーキ。あのゴールはさ、半分はお前のおかげだから。
Yeah, as if he didn't pass it.
半分こだ。
Oh, he's so nice. I like him.
愛知の方がフリーだったし、
Mm-hmm.
わざわ
It's
ざ
the monster
俺
inside.
ついてる俺にパスくれたんかなと思って。
Oh my god, he's smelling it.
それよりか、お前のミドルシュートの方がゴールの匂いがしたんだと思う。威力は身をもって知ってたしね。
That's why.
もしかしたら。僕はうま。食え食えイサギ。あ、うん。
He's thinking.
お前いいやつだ。
Yes.
別にそんなんじゃないし。
That still makes you nice.
お前も。
Team Y.
俺たち同様チーム Y も一戦目を落として後がない。
Oh, so they're gonna be playing for, yeah.
大川響き。行くぞお前ら。おい。勝つぞチーム Z。よし。だから時間を区切って交代で一人ずつフォワードを担う。一人の
So I was right.
立たせるために周りの奴らはフォーメーションを組んで。
ゴールキーパーを11人が交代でやるのは守備の面でリスキーすぎる。
So is he gonna be
ダ
out?
メだ。ゴールキーパーは俺固定でいい。
オッケー。じゃあこの作戦は一人10分ごと。イエモンとチギリを抜いた。
Oh, so that's his name?
次俺11改め。
So it's really is Lemon? When they said Lemon last episode, I'm like, I thought it was like.
作戦とする。バチェラの武器はドリブル。圧倒的な武器を持つやつだけに許されたエゴむき出しの戦い方。2対1を作れ。
3人でした。君のドリブルは研究済みです。やるね前髪くん。
一旦戻すの巻き。あいつらも作戦を練ってきている。そりゃそうか。相手も負けたら終わりなんだ。
バチラもう一回。おい
最後来るぞ。スペース固めろ。このまま押せば絶対に崩せる。勝てる。おい10分。
おーい
サイド上がれ。
今いけるよ。
味方が開けたシュートコースに叩き込む。
Oh, I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think they saw it coming.
ほらクリア。
Maybe there's someone on their team that's really intelligent and could figure out what they were trying to do and came up with a possible.
大地作れ。
So it must be the guy,
全然攻めてこねえなあいつら。
the black haired dude that just spoke.
全然目立っていない。
Yeah, this dude. I think he's the one that's.
しまった。そういうことか。
Yep.
捨てたんだ。こいつらの狙いは。
やっと来たかニコ。
Niko?
よろしくです。大川君。
来る。
Yeah.
これではっきりした。こいつらの作戦は引いて守ってボールを奪ってからのカウンター。大川を止めないと俺たちに勝算はない。
And that's where you're gonna come in.
クオンの武器はジャンプ力。競り勝ったパスを周りが受けてそこから攻撃を組み立てる。
囲め。
自陣へのパス。そうか、勝ってるから無理に攻める必要ないもんな。やべえなこれ。
さあここからない。ふざけんなよお前ら。ボール取れよ。俺けんぞ。負けたら終わりって分かってんのか。
Do you have to keep shouting when you talk?
ほぼ負けだろ。考えろよ。
喧嘩すんなよ。
Mm-hmm.
っていうかこの作戦で大丈夫なの？それぞれの武器が通用しなかったらこのままか国神みたいな相手の嫌がる攻撃を徹底した方がいいんじゃないかって話。
作戦を変更する方がリスキーだ。それよりもこのままいろんな攻撃を仕掛ける方が俺が俺たちの最善手だ。よっしゃ。本当に勝てんのか。このままで。
I feel like what Chigiri is saying has some. It makes sort of sense. I don't know. We'll see.
俺にとってサッカーは恋愛と同じ。 一見難攻不落に見えるけど、実は恋愛経験もなく、一回崩したら続婚になるタイプ。
Oh my
それが
goodness.
チーム Y 子ちゃん。
Oh my goodness.
次は俺の番。
しゃあ久々のマイボール。
聞けろ、ガガマルフォーメーションだ。やばい、ちょっと遠すぎ。届く。ガガマルの武器はその肉体のバレー。この武器は通用する。いける。確かにこのチャンス。逆にボールを奪われたらカウンターを食らう大ピンチに。
ボケっとすんな潔。
初めてのチャンス。あ、そうか。この予感の正体は潔たちのチャンスの目を摘んでいたのも、攻守のスイッチの役割を担い、大川に決定的なパスを供給して。
Niko. Right?
やばい、俺たちは攻撃に人数をかけすぎてる。
That's why Isagi went back. There you go.
ここだ。
There you go.
あの嫌な予感の正体は、チーム Y の心臓は止めればチーム Y は死ぬ。だから今ここがチャンス。
Oh, what the?
外れ。
Ooh! He's hurt. He's definitely hurt. He's hurt.
シュートだったんだけど。
Isn't he hurt?
のしたなお前。
He's hurt.
すげえ。もう一点だ。
追いつかれちゃいましたね。君がいなきゃ今のカウンターで試合を終わらせられる。
Isn't he hurt?
君って僕と同じ目を持ってる。でも僕には勝てない。僕です。
やってやれよ。マルチン野郎。
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's over? What the freak? It is over? He's calling him Bastard Banks, and I believe it was Bachira that also called him Bangs at one point, right? Maybe with the title of this episode being Premonition and Intuition, maybe Isagi's thing is that he has a great intuition and he knows what to do in the moment. Like how what's his name? Kunigami told him that maybe his thing is that he can make snap decisions. Maybe combine that with a great intuition, then I feel like he should be the captain of the team. Oh my goodness, maybe. How do I know?
ブルーロック。
Additional timer.
一回だけカレー様のスペクタクルを我々にも。
Is he that nice?
仕方ねえな。今日だけだぞ。
Aww, he's so
俺
good.
もカレー食いたいな。トレードしようぜ国神。
よろしくお願いします。僕でよければ。
どうせこんなこっちゃだと思ったよ。騙して。
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like this match with Team Y is gonna be what helps Isagi figure out what his weapon is. At the end of the last episode, when I was in the intro, I was like trying to remember exactly what Ego said. Ego was telling them to figure out what their weapon was and how they're gonna use that to destroy the other team and whatnot. So when they started this episode, they were each one of them was talking about what his weapon was and whatnot. They came to Isagi. Isagi's like, I don't know. And then I believe it was Kunigami that said that maybe it was his passes. I don't quite know if it was him or not. I don't quite remember, but I feel like it was him. And he didn't remember. And then I believe the red hair guy is called Chigiri. Chigiri was like, I don't want to see mine. Why? I don't know. When I see the intro, there was a point in the intro where he's sort of like jumping, sort of like, I don't want to say elegantly. I don't know, but maybe it has to do with that. We'll see. Sooner or later, they're gonna show us what his weapon is. So from everyone saying the thing, Kwon, I believe Kwon is the one that came up with the next up is me plan. And at first I'm like, okay, is each of them gonna have 8 minutes to basically sort of become the striker, right? And they're gonna form their what or their soccer around that person for 8 minutes and then all of that. But then I'm like, but isn't the game supposed to be 45 minutes? Isn't the game supposed to last 45 minutes? So how is if there's 11 of them? So how are 11 people gonna be playing for like 8 minutes? That's like 88 minutes. So that doesn't fit in 45 in a 45 minutes game, right? So I'm like, maybe I got it wrong. But then that's exactly what they were doing. Apart from the goalie that didn't want to, he felt like he should remain the goalie, so he didn't want to participate in that. Apart from him and apart from Chigiri, because he didn't want to tell anybody his weapon, and he's like, I'm good with playing defense. So apart from those two, everybody else was gonna be, switching around. That's still more than 45 minutes. But then when they were talking about it, revealing the plan and whatnot, they mentioned 90 minutes. So I'm like confused. Because I feel like in the first episode, someone was saying that the match was going to last 45 minutes. I know a normal soccer game is like 90 minutes. With the first part 45, the second part 45, and then there's like a mi-temps. The time where they could pause for 15 minutes or something before they come back for the second half. I know that. But then, that's why I got confused. So I'm gonna assume that it's the 90-minute thing, that they're doing the whole 90-minute match. And if it's that, then each person has the time to shine, I guess. But then in Team Y, it felt like each time they switched, the other team always found a way to counter. Like when it came to Kunigami, his thing is that his strikes are really super powerful. But then even after he struck the ball, there were these two people that sort of blocked it. It's like they weren't having the opportunities that they thought they would have. And I'm like, at one point, Isagi is like, okay, there's this one, the striker, Osaka? Or Okawa. There's this one, that Okawa is not really doing anything, it's just sort of like waiting and whatnot. And then there was this opportunity that Niko gave him, and then he used that to score. And I'm like, okay, it seems that this key Niko person is like, I don't know, sort of like, basically he was the conductor of that team. Okay, like everything that's happening, he's seeing everything. He's like basically gonna be making out the plays and telling people what to do. But they were really doing it in sort of like a sly way that not everybody noticed it, apart from Isagi. Isagi is the one that noticed that everything, like he's the beating heart. I just sort of remember Haiyuu. And I had the reaction. Now I'm trying to remember his name. I'm trying to remember the name and the team. The Neko team? Mimi. How can you forget? The Battle of the Garbage Dump. The other team that they're supposed to be battling against. Oh, the movie even came out and I didn't even see it yet. Oh my gosh, I gotta see it. Okay, once any of my wait a second. Oh, the movie came out 2024. I wonder if it's on Crunchyroll. If it comes on Crunchyroll, I don't know if it's there yet. But if it's on Crunchyroll, then whenever I finish with an anime, it's gonna be the next thing that I see. Because I'm like, that has been such a long awaited thing. So it's like, see, when I tapped in the Battle of the Garbage Dump, this his picture is the thing that showed up next to the movie, and he's the one that was referred to as the heart of the team. Yeah, trying to battle at the garbage dump. I want to know the team's name, and his name. I want to remember. Oh, there's a trailer. Sorry, I'm taking a pause on what I was watching. Oh my goodness. On my discussion to see this trailer and whatnot. I didn't even see the trailer before. The first time seeing the trailer, even though the movie has already come out. Whatever. Okay. Battle at the garbage dump. Let's go. Trailer. Oh, their first meeting. Wow, I'm so excited. Kenma! That's his name. They mentioned the name. They mentioned his name. That's what I was looking for, and then I'm like, oh, trailer. Yeah, Kenma he was referred to as the heart of their team, so that's why when I was like, it felt like Niko was the heart of their team, Team Y. I'm like, yeah, the heart. So yeah, oh, I really need to see that. When I saw the trailer, like my heart was just feeling so full because I love these characters so much. Even though it's been forever. Let me see, when was the last Haiyuu thing? Well, when did I post Haiyuu last? Because that's probably the last time I've seen Haiyuu. See, April 21st, 2021. That's when I posted it. And that's probably the last I've seen of Haiyuu. So it's been 3 years. More than 3 years. So of course I'm gonna forget some stuff. But like, you know, let me see if it's here on Crunchyroll. Haiyuu Battle at the garbage dump. Nah, it's not here yet. But I don't even think I've seen any of these movies. Like on Crunchyroll, I just clicked on why am I opening this? I just clicked on Haiyuu, right? And I was like just trying to scroll through to see if I can find the movie there and whatnot. And I saw this Haiyuu movies, clicked on it, it wasn't in there. But then I see these other 2 movies, and I'm like, have I even seen these before? Let me see. Haiyuu the movie, Talent and Sense. In order to prepare for the spring tournament program, the Karasuno ends up with other powerhouse schools from the Kanto region for a training camp. I think I've seen a training camp sort of thing before. I don't know. The finals of the Miyagi prelims for the spring tournament after defeating Albert Josai. Oh, Karasuno head forward toward the next match to qualify for the spring tournament. Their opponent is the undefeated champion Shira Horizawa, led by Akatoshi Ushijima. I feel like I've already seen them go against Ushijima. I don't know. I need to rewatch Haiyuu because it's been forever and I miss these goofballs. So yeah, back to sorry, I went on that tangent. Back to Blue Lock. Where was I? Oh yeah. So it felt like Niko was the team. He's the one that was the heart. He's the one that was basically directing everybody. So after, well, Isagi didn't really figure that out quite yet until they were they had a break, right? And while they were in the locker room, they debated. Like, they weren't really making any headway with the other team, right? And Chigiri was the one telling them, okay, I don't think that what we've been doing is gonna work. Maybe we should just focus on Bashira and Kunigami, because they seem to be unnerved when it's those two playing against them, like those two at the front, you know. But then Kwon is like, we can't really change our tactics because, like they sort of didn't prepare to just have those two. But it shouldn't really matter, right? Like if they were just gonna be like Kwon was saying something along the lines of they didn't really practice with just those two in mind or something or other like that. But if you went by the formations that you've already prepared for when those two are in the front, won't that be okay? But either way, they're like, no, we need to stick with what we've been doing, and that's what they did. And then it came to Gaga something. Gaga. It came to Gaga's turn, and Isagi had the ball, and he knew where to, pass it, shoot the ball to so that Gaga can get to it. But he didn't. He went a little bit farther than he was supposed to, but Gaga still got to the ball. But then they blocked it, and they had opportunity a corner. They had to shoot from the corner, and it was during that Isagi felt something, and he's like, okay, what was that? He's trying to figure out where it came from, and then that's when he figured that it was Niko. That it was basically this premonition was coming from his beating heart, the beating heart of the team, which was Niko or something or other like that. So he knew that Niko would have been there to sort of like give their team a chance to score against Team Z. So he's like, went there. He didn't even wait for Bashira to do his thing. He just started running, I believe, toward Niko. So when the other guys missed and the ball was going to Niko, he was there and he intercepted the ball. But then as he was running up to pass or something or other, Niko was there and took the ball away from him. And how did it end again? Or they still ended with them scoring. But my thing was, I felt like the way Gaga scored, that his leg hit the goalpost like really hard, that he will be taken out of the game. That's what I believe. But he seems to be fine, or he seemed to be fine. I guess we just have to, wait and see, because it didn't feel right the way that scene played out. So I think I'm still gonna be worried that he's gonna be taken out of the game, like it's gonna become like a 10 against 11 kind of thing. But they evened out the scores, so it's like they're 1-1, and now Niko and he's telling Isagi that he has the same eyes as him. What does that mean? Maybe it's the eyes of someone that can, figure out plays and stuff, like I was saying through my last reaction. And like I keep saying, oh my goodness. So, but then he's like, I'm still in control of the game or something or other. Like they're not gonna win against him. So I guess we'll see. I feel like we're gonna win against him. Team Z is gonna win against him because I don't see Isagi being locked out. But then again, they did say the top scorers, and he hasn't even scored any game, because they said that the top two players will be moving on, and then the top three, the three scorers from each team will be moving on as well. And so far, Isagi has not scored anything. He's been making passes to other people, and they're the ones that are scoring. So it's like, based on that, I don't see Isagi being locked off. So based on that fact alone, I'm going to say that this team is going to win against Team Y. we're just gonna have to wait and see how that's gonna happen. So, oh yeah, during, was it last episode? Probably. Like, I was asking myself, why are these people calling Igarashi Igaguri? Like, I was asking myself that because I'm like, where does this Igaguri come from? So, as I was editing that reaction, I googled his name, and his name is Gurimu Igarashi. So I'm like, wait, Guri, and then Iga. So it's sort of like the smashed his name, both last and first name together, and now instead of Gurimu Igarashi, it's like Iga Guri, you know, Igarashi, Iga Gurimu Guri. So it's like Igaguri. I'm like, why y'all making me do this mental gymnastics? But at least I figured it out because I'm like, where did that name come from? Like when they introduced the character, they're like, that's his name. But then the other players are calling him Igaguri. So I'm like, where did that come from? I figured it out by myself, but it's still like, in the context of the anime, they should have at least mentioned it or something. Either way, thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 5, the link is going to be in the pinned comments. You can just click on it and check it out. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Get into the system. We both know you need one. Tip of the needle taking over you.